Mountains stand tall, reaching towards the heavens, their peaks kissing the clouds. They are symbols of steadfastness and grandeur, a perfect metaphor for life's highest aspirations. In many ways, they reflect the journey each of us takes, striving upward, facing challenges, and finding peace above the tree line. In spiritual terms, mountains remind us of abundance. Not just material wealth, but the richness of experience, of deep faith, and of personal growth. Throughout the Bible, mountains are significant. They are places of revelation, challenge, and profound teaching. This essay explores how biblical teachings on abundance and mountain vistas intertwine, guiding us towards a life of greater fulfillment and spiritual wealth. Each peak and verse combines to show a path to higher living. Imagine standing atop a high mountain surrounded by panoramic views. The air is crisp, and the horizon stretches endlessly. It's easy to feel small yet profoundly connected to something greater than oneself. In these moments, nature speaks a language of vastness and beauty. Mountains are not merely landforms. They are vibrant ecosystems, teeming with life and history. They challenge us physically and inspire us spiritually, presenting both obstacles and opportunities for growth. For many, these natural cathedrals become places of reflection and renewal. As we delve into the spiritual messages tied to such magnificent landscapes, it's clear that mountains are more than just scenery. They are powerful symbols in our spiritual narratives, representing moments of clarity and transformation. The concept of abundance permeates the Bible, offering us insights into God's provisions and our potential. It isn't solely about wealth. It's about living fully, with faith, hope, and love. It's about God's overflowing kindness and generosity towards us. Verses like John 10:10, where Jesus states, "I have come that they may have life," and have it to the full, highlight this theme. It's an invitation to embrace life's richness beyond material possessions, finding abundance in relationships, peace, and spiritual fulfillment. Similarly, 2 Corinthians 9:8 assures us, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." This promise of provision extends to our ability to contribute positively to the world around us, showcasing the true nature of abundance. In the beginning, God's intention for abundance was clear. Genesis 1:28 records God's command to humanity: "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it." This directive was not just about population growth, but about stewarding the earth's resources wisely and abundantly. This verse speaks to the richness of the earth, a gift from God filled with resources to sustain and delight us. Mountains, with their diverse flora and fauna, are prime examples of this provision. They offer not just resources, but also beauty and inspiration, integral to our well-being. Living abundantly means recognizing and respecting these gifts. It involves a balance of taking and giving back to the earth, ensuring that we and future generations can continue to enjoy its bounty. Section 5. Mount Sinai, Exodus 19. Mount Sinai is pivotal in the biblical narrative, representing a place of divine encounter and covenant. Exodus 19 describes Moses ascending the mountain to meet God, who descends in fire, the mountain shrouded in smoke. It's a vivid depiction of God's power and majesty. This event underscores the abundance of spiritual truths and laws given to help guide human behavior. The 10 Commandments, received on Sinai, offer a framework for living abundantly, respecting God, others, and ourselves. They are not just rules, but pathways to a richer, more ethical life. The abundance here is not material, but profound spiritual wealth. Sinai teaches us that true abundance comes from alignment with divine principles, guiding how we live with one another and with God. My personal journey with mountains began during a challenging period in my life. Standing amidst the towering peaks of the Rockies, I felt both overwhelmed and oddly at peace. The vastness made my problems seem smaller, more manageable. This experience echoed the spiritual lessons of abundance I've learned through Scripture. In the mountains, I understood the vastness of God's creation and care. It was as though each vista spoke of His ability to provide and His desire for my well-being. Reflecting on this, I realize how mountain experiences can be transformative. They can teach us about our smallness in the grand scheme of things and about the immense possibilities that faith in God's abundance opens up. Living out the biblical principles of abundance means more than acknowledging God's blessings. It involves active participation in spreading this abundance. Like the mountains distribute their resources, water, shelter, food, we too are called to be sources of generosity and care. Applying these principles starts with gratitude. Recognizing what we have rather than what we lack shifts our perspective and enables us to give more freely. It fosters a spirit of generosity that mirrors the divine generosity we receive. Moreover, it means stewarding our resources wisely. Whether it's our time, talents, or treasures, we are called to manage them, not just for our benefit, but for the greater good. Mountains teach us many lessons. They remind us of our resilience. As we climb, we grow stronger. They teach us about the beauty of the journey, not just the destination. And importantly, they remind us of the abundance that surrounds us, visible in every sunrise, and in the ecosystems thriving at high altitudes. These lessons translate into our spiritual lives. They encourage us to persevere, to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments, and to recognize the abundance that comes from a life lived in harmony with God's principles. It's about seeing the divine in the daily. In embracing these lessons, we find that abundance is not about having more, but being more aware, more grateful, and more engaged with the world in a meaningful way. Living a life of abundance is about embracing all that God has to offer. It's about thriving under His provisions and guidance, much like the diverse life thriving on a mountain. This lifestyle is not merely about accumulating things, but about experiencing the fullness of life. The Bible, with its rich landscape of teachings, provides a blueprint for this abundance. It teaches us to value what we have, to cultivate our spiritual lives, and to extend our blessings to others. This is the essence of a truly abundant life. As we reflect on these teachings against the backdrop of towering mountains, we're reminded of the vast possibilities that lie ahead. With each step, whether up a mountain trail or through the journey of life, we move closer to the fullness that God intends for each of us.